Alright, hello everybody, welcome to today's stream. I apologize for my demeanor at the moment. I'm a little upset about something, but that's besides the point. Although, that kind of does lead into today's discussion today. The stream's discussion today anyways. Anyway, why don't we, I don't want this stream to be going on for too long because this is just going to be just a relative update of what's happening with the life of Inkling and stuff. So let's just move over to the main overlay here. Oh, where am I at? Oh no, where am I? Okay, there I am. that had me scared there for a moment. Okay. So we are going to be talking about the progress that has been made so far with Chapter 2 of The Life of an Inkling. Oh, hold on a second. There. I was getting feedback there for a second. Hearing myself, that's not what we want. Let me just double check things. Yeah, okay. Mic's still connected. Let's get some music too. Let's get some music going. Probably not that. Okay, that's fine. So what we're gonna be discussing Chapter 2's progress, and for those that have been tuning in to the live streams that I've been doing on here lately, you'll know that I don't know if it is officially known, but you'll know. Actually, wait, no, it is known. You'll know that Scene 1 for Chapter 2 is fully animated. And as of last week, actually, yeah, it was as of last week, the lighting is all done. And, you know, typically what my process, just to talk about that a bit, typically what I do is that when a scene's done, I go on to then render it. So basically I animate it first, I do the lighting, and then I render. Not today. No render. So, but I am getting to that. So give me a second. So, hey, this there's a reason why this stream is called Nick gives a progress update on the Life of Inkling Chapter 2 while ranting about render issues. So, the best way I can describe it is like this. After the stream last Monday, or after last Monday's stream, I went on to render out the scene that whole week. Aside from Thursday when it was Sonic's birthday and I did that stream of Sonic Origins, day 1, which that was a lot of fun. And by the way, the archive of that is up on my second channel, so if you missed that, go ahead and check it out. It's also in the playlist on this channel, so yeah, go check that out if you haven't. But I was making some progress with the rendering, you know, and it was taking a bit. But it was coming along pretty nicely. The problem though was that while I was rendering, or at least dealing with that, there were just certain shots that it would render and then it would get stuck on one frame of a shot, and then the rest of the shot would just not render out. So I basically had to re-render multiple shots actually in order to even get one that was like consistent, like from beginning to end. It wasn't that fun, if I'm gonna be like 100% honest. So anyway, when was it? Was it around? It was either Friday or Saturday. I think it was Friday, where everything finished rendering. Everything had finished rendering, and I was like, okay, that's cool. And typically what I do is that when everything is rendered out from Source Filmmaker, I then take those video files. Yes, I render them out as video files. It's just easier to edit things together. The thing is that usually I take the shots video files and run it through an encoder, just so that things are compressed and things are, you know, a lot easier to just work on when it comes to the editing process when I'm just compiling everything together. If you take the video files straight from Source Filmmaker and put it into an editing software, I've noticed that it makes it chug, and that's not ideal when you're trying to edit stuff together. So I take the rendered out shots from Source Filmmaker, put it in this encoder that I have, and you know, it looks fine. Everything turned out just fine, except there was one small caveat. The main light that I was using for the sun had a mind of its own. It moved by itself, without any sort of thing, like without me like doing anything about it. Hold on, because I did take a screenshot of this. And to be perfectly honest, I still do not understand what happened. It's so weird. So give me a second here. I know this is like incredibly unscripted and stuff, but I don't care. I really don't care. Let's see. Because I'm pretty sure, where is it? I know I took a screenshot and it's somewhere. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I sent a screenshot of it on the private Discord server that is Patreon exclusive. So if you're at all interested in that, check it out. Links in the description. Let me switch it over to the desktop real quick. Let's get rid of this image here. Where is it? There it is. So I don't know if you can tell here, but if we look at this this setup right here, or see how this looks, you'll notice that these lines here represent the movement of stuff, and this is basically what you're looking at when you're working in any sort of graph editor, whether it be like I would assume Blender, but it's the same thing with Maya as well. This is how it looks in Source Filmmaker, and these are all the properties for the lights, or any sort of light that you have in Source. And if you can see here with this blue line and this red line down here, but it's most notable here, you'll see that it starts right here where it's just fine and it's straight, but then all of a sudden it just takes a dip for no reason. It literally just takes this dip for no reason whatsoever. And when there's like movements on these lines, that means that there's gonna be movement in the scene. So that means that this line right here, this right here means that the light moved by itself. Hello, how are you today? Ooh, rant. Oof, yeah. Hey, Splatoon 4. Welcome to the stream. This stream's not going to be particularly long. I'm just giving you guys a quick update on the progress of Chapter 2, Scene 1. Just Chapter 2 in general. And I'm ranting about render issues because, I've been having a lot of render issues this week, and it's not been helping me, like, at all. It's part of the reason why I'm just not in a good mood today. Anyway, so continuing on, or just to wrap up the rant a bit here, you'll see that, again, the light is just decided to move on its own. I didn't do anything about this. If I did, it's like this news to me. I don't remember, but yeah, the light just decided to move on its own, and it applied to every single shot in scene 1. So that means that from shot 1 all the way to the last shot, which is shot 18, the sunlight decided to move just for these brief couple of seconds, and that's not what I wanted. That's not how I wanted this to look at all. It just decided, yeah, I'm gonna move on my own and give you a hard time. And that's just the long and the short of it right there. So yeah, not fun in the slightest. It especially got annoying because I got all the way up to the last shot, and then it would just stall, and it just wouldn't finish. And then as soon as I found out that the light was moving, guess what I had to do? I had to start the render process all the way from the beginning again. Isn't that great? Had to start like from shot 1 all the way at the beginning and go all the way to the end for shot 18 to make sure that this first scene of chapter 2 actually looks pretty good, and that everything is fine. But again, that obviously didn't happen. And normally today I would be streaming process on the second scene. That was originally the plan. Actually, originally the plan was for me to get scene 1 all rendered last week, and then at least get a couple of shots worth of, probably not the entire scene, but at least a couple of shots of scene 2 prepped and ready, so that way I could stream me working on that today. But as you can no doubt tell, that didn't happen because of all of these godforsaken render issues that just plagued even that. So yeah, that's essentially all I have to say. I mean, it's like, I'm upset about it. It's probably very clear, but at the same time, these types of issues happen in the industry. Like, you'd be surprised that something like this could happen, because and it could delay stuff, and unfortunately that's just the reality of the situation. So I'm sorry. I am just incredibly out of it, because I'm just very upset right now. Honestly, I was debating whether or not to even stream today, but I kind of felt like I had to, because I figured that you guys should know what's going on. But hopefully by next week we can get started on scene 2 of chapter 2. And Phil, you remember exporting every single shot on its own because that's some frame crashed at any time. Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to deal with crash issues. My problem was that everything would be working, but then for some reason it's like it would render out the shot, and then when I would go to preview it, then it would just stall on one frame, and it would be that one frame throughout the rest of the shot rather than showing the entire thing. So that's the problem that I ran into. Although I noticed that typically happens when you do a lot of shots consecutively. So it might actually be smart to do like a couple of shots at a time, close SFM, reload it, and then keep on going, and just repeat it until the scene's fully rendered. That's at least what I figured out. But yeah, I'm just upset, and I'm just hoping that by next week I'll be able to move along with Chapter 2. We will hopefully get back on the grind with Chapter 2, moving along with Scene 2, and yeah, just hopefully we can get this ball rolling again. So sorry that today isn't the stream that would normally happen, which would be animation progress, but I also needed to just give a general progress update anyways for the month, so this felt like it was the right thing to do. That said, aside from me jumping into Scene 2 and mapping out things so that way I'm ready for next week, I'm probably just going to take a break for this week, because there are a couple of other things that I need to take care of, that I need to kind of get the ball rolling on, but I will be focused, but I will try to, like, again, get a little bit of Scene 2 mapped out and just prepped in general, so that way by next Monday we can jump into the animation and start chipping away at that, because for those that have tuned in to the previous streams, I've mentioned before, but not Chapter 2, but Scene 2 is kind of long. There's like 70 to 80 shots worth of content in that. A lot of it shouldn't be too bad because it's character acting, and I feel like that's my strong suit when it comes to animation. But I can give no guarantees. But yeah, that's generally all I have to say. Again, I didn't want the stream to go on for too long because it was just supposed to be a brief progress update, and just to give a space for me to rant about the render issues, because that was the one thing that really got under my skin last week. I was like, man, this is going great. Oh no, the light's moving. Now what? So, yeah, that's generally all I have to say. So yeah, there's nothing really much that I can add to that. So hope you all understand, and we're probably just gonna end the stream soon. But if you guys want to keep up to date on anything related to the Life of Inkling or myself, follow me on Twitter at ClayEntertain, or follow the Life and Inkling's Twitter at Life and Inkling on Twitter. Support the channel via Patreon or Ko-Fi. Check out the Patreon specifically. Got some interesting perks over there, like a private Discord server and a lot of other stuff. Also taking this time to shout out our one and only patron, Mikey Inkling. I don't know if he's in the chat at all, or if he tuned in, but yeah, just figured that I'd give that shout out really quickly before we end it here. So yeah, wanted the stream to be short anyways, so yeah, hopefully next week we will start Chapter 2, Scene 2, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna take the majority of this week to recuperate, because man, I am just not having it right now. All right, we'll end the stream there, guys, and perfect timing too. Music ended on the right as I finished that. Take your time, have a nice day, right? Oh no, just have a nice time. Yeah, I know. Thanks, Splatoon. I appreciate hearing that. Alright guys, sorry for the short stream, but I just wanted to inform you all on what's happening with Life and Inkling Chapter 2. So hopefully next week we'll move on to Chapter 2 and Scene 2. And yeah, see you guys next week for hopefully a better stream. By the way, the stream archive will be staying up on this channel. It's just a general progress update. It's not going to get moved at all, so don't worry about that. Alright guys, see you next week.